Hello, everybody. This is Just in Case of American Talkin. Joining our friend and media personality, Jerry Maldonado, back for another installment of Meatball
Not fest.
Perspectives. It's not this. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to Americans Talkin, and you're certainly the Meatball King
Yeah. Well, no, I'm the
of
snot king.
Connecticut. Of Connecticut.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking 102 yesterday to 66. I mean, you wonder why people's heads are exploding up here. I mean, seriously. But it's New England. It is what it is. You know, you're chasing your cat in 112-degree heat, and here I am. It's not fest up here because the barometric pressure changes from minute to minute. So I don't know how to feel here.
Well,
But all is great. All is good. Go ahead. I interrupted your
no,
expertise there, Meatball.
feel grateful. That's what's left to us. We can feel grateful. So, what are we here for, Jerry? What's happening? Why are we here? What are we going to talk about? What are we doing?
Well, we're here to get our thoughts together. We're just kind of aloof today.
Good luck.
We're just kind of sitting back there. This is just going to be America's aloof. But I wanted to catch on. You talked about your cat before,
Yeah.
being, how should we say, going outside and running from you, that kind of thing. Modeling is key to anything. I'm going to get myself going here, Meatball. Modeling is the key. But sadly, I've been a hypocrite on America's Mentor, and hopefully I can clarify here a little bit for you, but not in a bad way, not in a bad way. Hypocritical in the sense that I've always told people to find your answers or look within. And I spent, 13 years in a 12 by 12. And there was the best model literally sitting in front of me for those 13 years I was there. But I never really listened. In essence, it was outside. I was too focused on the inside, taking my own advice, trying to figure it out. But today is National Mutt Day. And to coincide with that, we're basically all mutts. But what I'm talking about as far as modeling is, has anybody ever looked at the personality traits of their own animal, their own pet? And it may sound crazy, but you hear me out on this. Dog, you spell backwards is God. If you really think about the traits that this animal has, which I had for 13 out of the 14 years of her life with me in that 12 by 12, and she's actually tattooed on my arm. She was trying to teach me a lesson that all of us need to model for our own lives. In essence, looking outside to find the right way. Think about these traits. I mean, I was going to actually say if you guys wanted to do the show tonight as far as unconditional love, that's just the first trait. If you apply these to your dreams, your passions, your relationships, your life in general, that dog was trying to tell me something. First off, unconditional love. I mean, when you really think about what a dog stands for, they don't care what kind of day you had. They're going to give you unconditional love. And if you really think about it, if you start understanding that trait and applying it in your own life, you realize life is not so bad after all. I mean, faithful. I mean, who the hell is faithful now? A dog. They're faithful to you. They're loyal to you. They're faithful to what they are and what they're doing in life. Imagine being that kind of person. Does all of this kind of grasp with you, Meatball, what I'm getting at?
Well, absolutely. They say it's a dog's life for lots of reasons. And a dog's life is a good thing.
Oh, God. I mean, I can go on. I'm motivated. I mean, I used to get home. And this thing would go absolutely berserk. And here I am tired and I'm like, be quiet and sit down. She was trying to say, look, it's all right. We're only here for a short time. Try to enjoy yourself. And it goes on to say trainable. How many of you are actually trainable? Dogs are. You can train them to do basically anything. You can train them to eat people, or you can train them to sit down, be quiet, relax, and enjoy life. I mean, a lot of us, our ignorance is bliss. We don't listen. And believe me, I've been guilty of that. Confidence. I mean, the dog exudes, the confidence runs out of it. It's constantly being who it wants to be. Damn it, if it wants to flop down on the couch, it's going to do whether your leg's there or not. You start approaching life with these kind of traits, and mastering them in your own life. This is what I'm talking about. Going within, indeed. All you're doing by going within is taking your magnet, your emotional magnet. I call it the EM, and magnifying it to like the third power in your life. You become a better attraction machine. You start embodying forgiveness, bonding, gratitude, tolerance. I mean, dogs go on vibration. They literally feel everything. Indeed, they see, their hearing is amazing, not like mine today. I do have my things and I can hear you there, Meatball. But their vibration, their sensory is out of bounds. I mean, the monkey is the only thing that's closest to the human compared to a dog. The cats aren't far behind either, so don't think I'm discriminated against you. The dogs rely heavily on feeling. And if it doesn't feel right, they really can't get in the car and leave. They get in a defensive mode. We as humans, if it doesn't feel right, what do? We stay there. We want to hang around. We want to indulge in the anger that's all around instead of just leaving. Dogs don't have that option, but they have this amazing vibration understanding of if it's not right, they're going to fight and defend themselves. We have the right, if it doesn't feel right, to lead and to protect our peace. All these kind of traits, confidence, trainable, dominance. I mean, how many of you are dominant with your dreams, or you're kind of just putting a little toe in the pool every day? All of these little factors will determine how you move forward in life. And if you really grasp it for yourself and do a little survey on your own traits and compare them to what I just said, you'll realize where you're going in life.
Oh, absolutely. And, we all need to aspire to stick our head out of the car window and pant and be excited about going down the road.
I mean, really, they're only here for a short time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it should tell you something. Not that their life is so short, but to enjoy it while you're here. I mean, this kind of a metaphor to live by. It could be life changing for a lot of people to realize the simplicity these animals bring. And it's not complex, but people make it complex. They really go out of bounds. They don't listen to themselves. I mean, a dog's life. I mean, well, when I told somebody about if you spell it backwards, you realize how good they are. It literally changed her life because she said, "Wait, I understand now." It's almost like my dog was assigned to me to wake the hell up, to get out of my stupor, and she literally showed me that every day. Did I listen? No. It took me a while to figure it out, to realize what she was doing. They can't communicate, but they can show you energy. They can't talk to you, but they can show you with their eyes, their soul, on what they're trying to communicate to you. But it's up to you to listen. The question is, well, what you see in the mirror every day, are you listening to yourself? Are you listening to the person that you've always wanted to be? Or you're kind of hiding in the shadows, living in that Xerox copy machine room of your past that you keep redoing every day? You start using this kind of metaphor in your own life. In other words, the confidence, the forgiveness level, the loyalty. How loyal are you to yourself and your dreams every single day? You give unconditional love, not necessarily to a person because they usually require conditions, but to yourself. You start giving that unconditional love to yourself and who you are, life can only give you more of that.
Well, what strikes me is if you want that bond with your dog, you have to allow the dog to love you, and you need to take the dog into your heart, just like you need to do when you're looking in the mirror.
Yeah, great point. Allow.
Yeah.
A lot of us are afraid to allow that person out, just like they're afraid to allow the next person in.
Right.
It's amazing. I mean, you can't see the kingdom if you don't leave the castle, man. You've got to understand that it's all up to you. And when I see people going through stuff, and I just say, look, I don't say nothing. I just kind of look. I said, you have all the answers, but do you see what's going on? Do you understand what's going on? That's what changed me, because I was just tired of being on the hamster wheel. I was tired of the constant, going back and forth, the fits and starts, the ups and downs in life. And then, that's the format of America's Mentor. I'm trying to create a natural vibration in everybody's life to help them understand. You keep that nice the nice vibration going in whoever you are, being that best you. I mean, the world's going to be your oyster, man. It's going to give you what you desire, but you have to realize what you're emitting. And using the metaphor like I did with my life, I got a huge picture of her right in front of us. You don't see behind the camera. I mean, was life changing because she was trying to show me life in general through her way. When you start realizing your way and projecting that every day, projecting that out every day, you'll realize how life is attracting back to you what you're sending out.
Well, I agree, Jerry. And, I've come to realize that we need to allow people to love us just like you allowed the dog to love you. And then you came to terms with that. And that became a very important, inspiring companion for you.
Oh
And,
God. Yeah, go ahead.
and a lot of people shut that down. I don't want you to love me. But let people love you. Don't assume what their reasons are. And they may love you by the way you present yourself. They may love you by the way you get up and command the room. But you need to allow people to do that because you will savor that and it will bring you energy.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, look at, I'm not sure if you watched that. I didn't. I didn't see. I only saw bits of it. Ozzy's funeral. I mean, yeah, I liked his music back then, but the impact that he had on millions of people. I mean, the people allowed him into their lives. We have to allow not necessarily people, but the new life into us
Right.
to allow that life to form and evolve on the outside world. I mean, you can use that kind of metaphor. You can use the dog metaphor, but it all comes down to who we are as people. And self-analysis to me was life-changing. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time because I didn't get into the science part of transformation. I knew that there were certain traits that I had because people always told me, "You're this, you're that," and I tried to figure out these traits. I mean, you go by other people's opinions, sadly, and I realized it's not so bad, but it is life-changing if you can fix that. If you can realize what's holding you back with those traits, you realize how you can move forward. And you get rid of the distractions, as we talk about a lot here on Americans Talking, and my show in general. People have to get rid of the distractions to realize what they're attracting in life. When you understand that, you'll understand what kind of magnet you are. That's the whole point. What kind of power cell are you emitting every day? What kind of thoughts are you sending out every day to project back to you what's going on in your life? You start emitting unconditional love, you're going to start receiving that in all areas of your life. But you have to be not one finger in the pool, one toe in the pool. You have to jump in the pool. In other words, letting it in.
No, absolutely. All part of the process and all part of, every baby step we take on this path. And this path is a journey, and it's a journey that deserves to be respected and celebrated.
I just wish people would do that. I learned, honestly, the hard way with the passing of her on Christmas Eve. I mean, literally, I slept in her bed that night on Christmas Eve by myself. It was the most enlightening experience because I finally realized after 14 or 15 years what she gave me. And it was life changing. That was back in 2018. It was life changing because that was the science part of understanding what she was trying to tell me. Well, whether you believe it or not, which is fine. People can believe it or not. Sometimes you don't learn the lesson until the person that's trying to give it to you is already gone. Just like Ozzy was. He was telling people, say, look, you don't have to believe what I'm telling you. Just believe in what the music makes you feel like. And I love using these kind of examples in life because it simplifies how easily it is to transform your life. But you have to let down the walls that you've built around yourself to block the process.
We all believe, Jerry, somehow your guinea pigs love you.
They love me.
I know.
Pigs, being loved by a guinea pig. I mean, it's not unconditional love; it's unconditional lettuce.
Comes at a price.
Yeah, that's the problem. Feed me or else I'm walking back on my tongue. You're not going to see me. I mean, that's basically how it's bribery. It's piggy bribery. I mean, But but when yeah, you can feel the energy. They actually purr like a cat. You know that?
No, no.
And they crap like a men's locker room. I mean, so I got the best and the worst of everybody's world going on here. But yeah,
That's
we'll all give our love. We'll all give our love in our own way. But go ahead, I interrupted there.
no, no. It's you. You threw out a metaphor I've never heard in my life. Crap like a men's locker room.
Well, yeah, I can say that because we're men. I've
I
never been in a
guess.
women's locker room, even though I can legally do that. No, no, I won't do it. I'm not going there. I'm not even going there. Here comes the hashtag America's Mentor. Feel the guy, and I don't need that in my life right now, man. I don't need it. I don't need it. But yeah, indeed, I realized something from my dog that life not only is a gift, but it's the best learning process if you allow the process.
Yeah.
You got to get past your ignorance, man. And I say it with a smile because I had ignorance as a neon sign above my head, and it said blissful underneath because I wouldn't listen. And it's not hard headed. I mean, it's just you taking a direct step in who you are to send out to the world that brand new you from the inside out.
Absolutely. Don't aspire to be pig-headed like unless you're a guinea pig.
Got it. Here we go. Hashtag piggy. I get it. It's coming. Jerry's pigs. I mean, I can see the trending now. But yeah, I'm glad you have this infatuation. I'll send you pictures in the mail. I mean, seriously.
Okay.
I got one looks like a bowling ball. He got no hair. He looks like a bowling ball. Cutest thing in the world. But yeah, they give love in their own way, and
Right.
just like we give love in our own way. But what we have is the ability to amplify how we give love. We have the ability to amplify our loyalty, our motivation, our trainability in life. You can train yourself to be a better person. I mean, the world again is your oyster. Dominant, independent. Change your vibration, and you change your life.
I agree, Jerry. And that's probably a pretty good place to wrap this one up. And
Indeed, it's lettuce time, man. I gotta go
it's
feed the pigs.
yeah, you're a little behind time on them, and I'm sure they're looking for their lettuce. So,
Well, 15 minutes late. They're waiting. They're standing on both their feet waiting because I had to pick up my little one tonight, like we mentioned earlier. They said, I don't care. It's lettuce time.
yeah.
I mean, it's like it's their happy hour. All right,
Okay.
brother.
All right. Take care, Jerry. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links provided in this video's read more. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado and his piggies when time permits.